Hello, hello.
Hi.
Once again, same clothes. Happens every other episode.
That's true.
We're going to do it live.
Do it
On
live.
the same clothes. I am Selene Castrovilla.
Did you have to think
I
about
had to think about that one for a minute.
Who am I today? I am Pascale.
And this is Life in Jest.
What, two?
Yes.
See,
Very good.
Yeah.
22nd episode.
That means 22 episodes to get that.
That means 22 weeks we've been doing this. How many months? Is it 4?
It's every other week.
No, it's every week.
No, we do this every other.
No, but the show's on every week.
Oh, right. Duh.
So how many months is it? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. You're a show off, you know that? I was doing my math the Howard Stern way. All right, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you say it was? 5.5? That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you for being with us again. Hey, once again, I was crazy busy, same as last time, and so I don't have the mini segments or anything. But I thought would be fun if we talked about our life experiences, because they say that your life experiences really make you who you are, and I actually have a really good quote at the end. You're gonna have to wait for that one, but we both had some pretty crazy. Whatever we do is always crazy because it's just the way we observe it. That's basically it, right? Like other people,
we've also had very crazy things happen to us that are no fault of our own.
That's true, but I would say that we describe things in a way that most people wouldn't. If we all describe the same thing, some people could make it very boring.
Yes.
But we don't. I don't think so. So we're going to talk about. I have so many things in my head about this stuff. Because I usually write notes like what I'm gonna, but I really didn't. I just wrote myself a couple notes about some ideas. I guess I'll start. I just want to start off by talking about substitute teaching that I did for a while.
Yeah, I thought we were going to talk like retail jobs.
Oh, we are.
Customer service.
We're going to do that too. Okay. But I don't. Yes, we are. I don't know what made me start off with substitute, but now let me run with it. All right. Well, what
jobs we've had?
Substitute teaching is customer service, and those are the hardest customers. Those kids. Okay, they're really hard. I'll never forget when I went into an elementary school, and I just assumed that I wasn't going to be working alone, you know. But the security guard brought me to this classroom, and it was like,
it's bad when the security guard has to bring you somewhere.
No, there was nobody there yet. He just brought me, let me in. There was nobody there yet. Because they come in after, and I'm like, "Where's the other teacher?" He's like, "There's no other teacher." I'm like, it's just going to be me in 29 second graders. I'm like, I was not taught anything about teaching. I mean, I have an MFA in creative writing, but I don't think that's what they're looking for at that moment.
Hey, don't you have to have some sort of teaching?
No,
something.
You just need like a degree, a college degree.
In what?
I don't think it matters.
Really?
Just to substitute teach, not to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I got a little.
Well, that's why. No, I don't want it. I was just looking for extra money. I mean, just thought it would be good, but you're at the mercy of where they put you.
Yeah.
You know, so I just never thought I'd be alone with 29 second graders.
You got to give teachers a lot of credit. That shit's hard. It's a lot of kids.
It is. But I mean, and also, I'm not going to teach math. It's not going to happen. You know, but luckily they did have videos to show them about a lot of this stuff, but it was just more like when you're teaching little kids, there's always a crisis, you know.
Of course, yeah.
It was always putting out fires. So that was a lot. I remember one class, I couldn't get them to be quiet. So we were walking in the hall and I said, "Peacekeepers." And they all went, "Peacekeepers." And that was their thing. And they loved the peacekeeper thing so much that the teacher bought them books about peacekeepers. That was the whole thing. So it worked out really well. And for the most part, it was good. Anything that was bad usually was something to do with the boss. Like this principal was so mean.
Principal?
No, only the female ones.
Can we just talk about that on the...
This woman was always very mean to me. And it's true. There was another principal in the middle school. This was in West Hampton. Another one in Freeport. Same thing. They if they see you just for a moment smile, they think you're not doing your job.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, it's really rough. So, but I'll leave that for another time. I don't know why I brought up the substituting first. It was weird.
Well, I mean, that's quite a job.
It is. I mean, I have a million things I could say about that, but you're right. I didn't mean to more talk about retail.
And every kid on earth, it doesn't take the substitute. You always
Oh,
think
I
that
know.
you're going to.
Well, we've learned about this, I think, from Howard more than anything, that when you're a prison guard, you don't take anybody's shit.
Right.
I was like that with them. I was not having it. I made sure I was always nice. Don't get me wrong. I'm a very I treat them as humans and everything equally. Not equally. I mean, because you have to be in charge. But I never let them pull one over on me. One boy, middle schools are very hard. And this boy heckled me like really badly because he just wanted everybody to laugh like through the whole thing. I said, you need to stop or I'm going to write you up. And in the end, he said, well, please don't write me up. All of a sudden, contrite when everybody else left. I said, no, you are getting written up. And he's like, oh, come on. And I wrote him up because if I let him, the next time it would have been worse.
Right.
But then I saw him in the high school. When he got to the high school, I don't know what happened, but I was alone with him and some other boys, and they were surrounding me in the gym. And thank God the male gym teacher came out, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And after they left, I said, "That boy is trouble." I don't know what the hell would have happened. Why was he alone in the gym with these children?
I don't know.
I don't know. But another time, there was this boy that I was just taking attendance. That's all I was doing. After I take attendance, this was the high school. In the high school, sometimes in the middle school too, but definitely in the high school, after you take attendance, the teacher would let them work and I could just write and they could just do their stuff, simple enough. But this kid started giving me a hard time. He was talking while I was taking attendance. So I'm like, hey, I was taking it. I was taking attendance, but also I was trying to tell them about the project, something the test they were having to take. I go, hey, I'm trying to tell you about your test. He goes, well, who cares about art? I said, oh, what's your name? He's like, why? I go, I'm sure your teacher would like to know that you said that. And so then he wouldn't tell me his name. So I take attendance all over again because nobody would rat him out.
So you had to go.
I had to go through it until he didn't, nobody said it. He didn't. So then I had him because I wasn't going to I'm not going to let anybody. And so then he kept saying more obnoxious things. So I looked out in the hall. There usually were they had security guards in Freeport. And I was like, can you come here, please? And I asked her to take him out. And he goes to me, he kind of whispers it under his breath, worst sub ever. And I looked at him, I said, oh, I wanted to be sub ever. So I got some gumption. So the next day, they put you around in different places sometimes. So at the guy that runs there's like in-school suspension with no windows. And so the guy went to lunch and I took over him and who was in there but this kid, plus other kids. But I'm like, this could be bad, right? Because I was like, is he going to take his revenge on me? But, and we kind of looked at each other and he goes, want to see what I'm working on? And it was the thing he refused to do the day before. And we both just started laughing. So it worked out well. Yeah, I had mostly good experiences with the kids.
Yeah, there's sense of humor.
Oh, yeah. Thank God.
Yeah, really.
Could have gone really wrong. Because those kids could have looked out while he beat the shit. I mean, I don't know. Normally, I never felt scared. I didn't.
Like those 80s movies.
Yes. No, I don't know. I had mostly good times with those kids. One kid, there was the football team won a championship for wherever they play, Long Island, right? They were very good. So this boy that was the quarterback, one day he was extremely agitated, and I think there must be trouble, right? Well, and he goes, I need to talk to my coach. I'm like, all right. How do I go talk to the coach? I'm not going to and I'm like, what is it? He goes, I got a scholarship to Princeton. I'm like, this is your problem? We should all have such a problem, right? So he was very, very conflicted by this. So apparently the coach was telling him not to take it because it's not good for, Princeton is not good. They don't have a good football team. So for your regular career or something. Yeah, so the coach is giving him very bad advice. So I saw him a couple months later. I'm like, aren't you the kid that got the scholarship to Princeton? He's like, yeah. I go, well, you took it, right? He goes, no. I go, really? I'm like, what are you holding out for? I'm like, does Harvard even have a football team? He's like, no. And I'm like, what is the problem? He goes, no, my coach told me that it's not good for me. I should go. I'm like, your coach is wrong. Okay.
Yeah, your coach is really.
When you get it, and he said it'll be hard. Yeah, well, life is hard, kid. And life is not hard when you go to Princeton. Once you go to Princeton, you get things just handed to you. It's like a life is handed to you. And he said, yeah, that's what my mom said. I said, oh, I'm yelling at him in front of the whole class. always listen to your mother. And then like, call them and you tell them you made a mistake. So I don't know what happened, but I mean, what a bad thing for that coach to say.
Yeah, really.
Princeton, you know how many people will give an arm and a leg to go to Princeton?
Yeah.
And for free.
I know.
Oh my God. Oh,
That's a shame.
because the coach is like, first of all, you could get an injury and you can't, then there goes your career. He might never have made, he doesn't know if he'll ever get drafted into the, to the main thing.
No.
Take the education. That's worth gold. And once they give you the scholarship, even if you get injured, they still give you still go to classes. It's worth, I mean, my God.
I agree.
I was so angry. I'm still angry, you see.
Yeah.
I relive these things like nothing.
Fired up.
Okay, the other thing about that school was they had ROTC. Okay, and I can't stand when they're always trying to recruit like the poor kids. You know what I mean? Like it just made me crazy. However, there was something about it that was really good because a lot of these kids didn't have like a good home life. They were kind of, for whatever reason, some of them were even like in foster care and things. And I will say that I noticed that it gave them a sense of pride to be in ROTC. What does it stand for? It's, you know what it is. It's like,
I know what it is. I have no idea what.
when they're recruiting the kids to be like, to go into the Army, Navy,
Yeah.
all those things. But they don't have them in the rich schools. You know what I mean? Because they didn't have them where I went to high school. I know that, I worked in, I wouldn't say rich, but even middle class, they didn't have it. So, and these kids would get special privileges. Like they got to go hang out in the ROTC room, would have lunch there. And it reminded me of that in Pinocchio when they get seduced to go to that island with bad behavior.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it just doesn't seem right to me. So, but they did have a certain. So what I did was the ones that I obviously don't know all of them, but whenever I saw they would wear their uniforms in class the day they had ROTC, and I would say, I think it's great that you guys really have a sense of pride and you're really enjoying being in ROTC and you're definitely accomplishing things because they're learning a lot. But I think you should know, number one, they don't have ROTC in rich schools, and and number two, you could get killed. They're like, we could get killed. Nobody told them that. Nobody told them that they could get killed.
I know, because they lure them. I mean, because a lot of these kids can't afford college, and they a lot of times they pay for college.
They do,
and they just want to get ahead in life. They're trying,
but it's so wrong to manipulate people like that. It's just disgusting.
I know, and it's very sad that these kids don't feel like they have any other option.
But they're not even being told the bad part.
Of course.
I mean, that's
why
wrong.
Would anybody sign up?
Should be a law?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is going on here?
No, the kids should be told all of the information.
And they're not sending these kids to West Point because West Point, you're automatically like an officer. These kids are going to be doing the drudge work.
Of course.
So I don't know. I just wanted them to know. I didn't tell them not to do it, but I just wanted them to be informed.
They should be informed. Right. And then they decide to do it.
Then they know. Right.
That's
all I wanted to do was just make sure they understood.
Yeah.
And to know that this doesn't happen in every school. I don't think that's fair either.
That didn't happen in any school I went to.
No, it's just the really poor schools that they do it in. And the kids have I will say the kids had a lot of sense of pride in that school in general. Like, I don't know. I saw everybody getting along. It was maybe 70 Hispanic and then like maybe 25% black and like 5% white. But everybody like really got along that I saw. But one kid was like, he told me how scared he felt. I'm like, you feel scared here? He goes, yeah. I think it's good. He goes, yeah, you don't understand. So maybe there was a lot more going on that
you didn't see.
Yeah. But like they had a lot of activities and the kids all seemed to be involved in things. Like, I don't know. But I liked it. The thing that scared me the most were the drills, the shooting drills.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I was once alone in a bathroom and you don't know if they're a drill or not. They might tell the regular teachers, but they do not tell the subs when it's going to be a drill. So I was in the bathroom and I stood in the stall.
Yeah.
I mean, that's terrifying.
Of course.
They paid $120. Okay. And you're a, what's that called? Independent contractor. So you're going to get taxes out of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not worth getting killed over.
No. But think of those kids.
Oh, it's horrible. And I yelled at them because they never took it seriously. Right. And like one time I remember I was with them and they were like, I'm like, you have to pull back more into the corner. I don't know why they have windows on the doors. They really shouldn't. Okay. But they did. And I'm like, get in the corner. Nothing's going to happen to us. I said, yeah. The kids in Parkland didn't think anything was going to happen to them that day. It was Valentine's Day. They were handing out Valentines and look what happened. And I hate having to scare people. I hate that. I hate having to destroy innocence.
I know, but unfortunately, in the times we live in,
it's disgusting.
I mean, you want the kids to be safe, and this is what's happening.
Right. So for these reasons, I remember I stopped subbing, when COVID hit, obviously there was no subbing to do. And then I was like, once you stop, it's like, I don't even know how I did that. And I'm like, I can't go back.
I had a lot of jobs. I
Yeah.
thought that. I was like, how the hell did I
You
do
get out of
that?
it. You're like, what the was I doing?
What's that?
Yeah.
That was horrible.
All right. So your turn. Share about a job.
Oh, God. I've had so many shitty customer service, cashier, sales jobs in my life. And
What's the worst one?
God, which one? Well, the ones that I didn't stay, obviously something happened and I was like, hell no. I think I've already told the story. The cashier.
The Harrows you
that
talked
got
about.
to.
That's the one?
Yeah, that was pretty bad. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
out.
You had to fight.
Like, I would say, and I'm not going to say, well, I could say libraries because I've worked in numerous libraries. And you would have to know me to know which libraries I'm talking about. But the libraries are full of people who have nowhere to go.
Right.
And most of them are very nice. They have unfortunate things happen to them and they go to the library because the library is warm, it's safe.
Yeah.
But there are also complete lunatics that go to the library. And I mean, all sorts of things have happened to me in the library. One time I got handed a book and I didn't look at it. I should have looked at it first. It was full of mucus and saliva. And I grabbed it and I was like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
That is awful.
Horrified. I was horrified. Oh. I didn't know what to do because the person was standing there and the person had some sort of developmental issue.
But oh my God.
And so I understand.
Did you just
it happened?
Run out of the room? Right. Were you at the counter?
Yes.
You didn't even walk away?
Yes,
no. Yeah. That's what I would
watch.
Yeah.
Because I'm so free.
That's what I would do. Yeah.
I can't believe that just happened.
Oh.
I mean, gross.
Oh.
So gross. Just things like that. I worked at a women's clothing store, and apparently people do all sorts of messed up things in the dressing room.
Really?
There was one time someone peed on the stool in the
No way.
Yes. Ew. Peed on it.
Ew, ew, ew. Why would you do that?
And then I've got one worse. Who? No, period blood.
No.
All over.
You're kidding.
And I walked out. I looked at my manager and I'm like, I don't make enough money for that.
Oh my God.
I'm not doing.
Oh my God.
I
Who could do that?
Oh, people did it. There was also a woman. So there was an elderly lady that used to come in all the time. She had a stroke. She was on a walker, but her aides would literally drop her off and disappear.
No. So you're in charge of her now?
Yes. I helped the woman try on clothes.
Good. Like you have to be a personal assistant. Oh no.
I had to see this old woman in her underclothes.
Why? That's awful.
But you feel bad. Like
I know.
The aides just left her.
That's neat. They were definitely not doing their job.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
And and she would also return clothes that she had for many years. She would have clothes, keep the tags on.
Are you kidding?
And the store would take them back.
Oh, so the
one time she came in and one of the things had vomit on it.
No way.
Yes.
But tags on it.
Yes.
How did that happen?
No.
Wasn't cat vomit?
No, it was human vomit. This is what people in retail deal with. It's a nightmare.
Oh my God.
Like all those people that you yell at and you treat poorly in the stores.
I'm very yelled at.
You would not believe how many people yell at you.
That's insane.
I have been yelled at by numerous people.
God.
I mean, and some of them were deserved.
I remember. What? You got yelled at and you deserved it?
Yes, because
no way.
Because I was like a 20-something.
Yeah.
Same clothing store.
Yeah.
Me and this other girl, also like even younger than me.
Yeah.
This poor older woman. And now that I'm an older woman, I'm like horrified by my behavior.
What did you do?
She was saying that she needed pants with an elastic, the elastic top.
Yeah.
And she was taking a diuretic and she needed to get them off quickly. And we just laughed.
Oh, that was
And
not
laughed.
nice. Yeah.
I told you I deserved it, but I mean,
Wow.
I just was not expecting.
That is for someone to say that. That's a weird answer. Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Yes, and she got really mad, as she should.
I would be mad too.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't tell anybody. I was
Right. That's another thing. In stores, when you work in a store, people will tell you all of the intimate details of their life. I don't know why, or a library.
It's like they think they're mistaking you for a therapist.
Oh, yeah. I've had people that come in all the time while I'm there to tell me their life, like I'm their shrink.
Yeah.
I've had an older lady that used to come into this particular library, and I would write out her checks for her bills.
What?
Yeah.
In the library?
Yes. It was.
I think it's too nice. Okay.
Because she was an old lady.
Why would she ask you?
I don't know. We would help people with their dating profiles.
Really? Are you kidding?
Yes. You won't believe what goes on.
Wait a minute. Really?
Yes.
I didn't know anybody did that. I didn't know those services were provided. I would have.
Normally, you're not supposed to.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. In one library I worked at, the public computers were in like a circle. And at some point, it became all people that were online dating. And they would all talk to each other.
Like a little club.
Yes.
Why didn't they just date each other?
I don't know. Yeah. So next time you get mad at that customer service person, just know that they've probably gone through some shit. And they're just done with you people.
That's true. But I mean, I will say sometimes when you go to store, I mean, the people that work there do have like severe attitudes.
Oh, some of them do. And
I like Sephora, like I would never shop there, but I had to pick up something for someone once. And this woman, it was like, she had a friggin' like mic thing. She was like miking out. You know,
oh yeah, because they make you wear those.
Oh my God. But she had this attitude. She looked at me like a piece of garbage because I was picking it up. I'm like, I don't need this, you know? I don't need this.
I almost never go off on people. I have to be, like, you have to push me so far. And then I've had it and I'm done with you. And I will tell you how done I am. I went with my daughter. She bought a magenta pair of jeans and she wanted to return them. She didn't have the receipt. So I'm like, okay, most stores will take them back. Yeah. It was Forever Young. Fuck you, Forever Young.
Oh boy.
We go in there and I'm like, we just want to exchange these pants. Clearly, they have the tag on them. Right. They're obviously from this store. Well, we don't do that. And I'm like, well, we just want to exchange them. Like, yes, clearly they are from this store. Yeah. You know they're from this store. They're not old. You know, I mean, you still have them. Right. You know these are your pants. Well, no, we don't do that. So sassy Mr. Salesman looks at me and goes, well, you should donate them to a homeless shelter.
Oh, my God.
Like, you know what? Homeless people don't want your cheap-ass magenta fucking pants.
You said that?
Yes, I did.
Wow, I would like to see that.
Oh, my God.
I've never seen you like
mortified.
I've never seen you act like that in public.
Made me so angry. I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
Well, like, it's like they're doing that just like to make themselves feel righteous.
You know, like, being a dick. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't have time for you're a salesperson at a fucking store. I've been a salesperson at a fucking store. I know that can't be your whole life. How are you power tripping?
Yeah.
Oh my God. When he told me I lost my shit.
It's like he's so beaten down by life that he gets a chance to be on top for what, he's like taking advantage. I hate that.
And I'm like, I'm done with this fucking store. I'm telling my daughter, if she could have crawled out.
I bet. I can only imagine.
Mortified.
Wow. What, maybe were they thinking maybe she stole them and was trying to get something?
I mean, you know what? I wouldn't have even been upset about not being able to return it if they weren't such dicks about it.
Right. If there's like, really sorry.
Right. This is our policy. I'm really sorry, blah, blah, blah. If you're nice about it, fine. Right. I will absolutely accept that. But the minute you start being nasty about it.
Right. No, it's terrible.
Oh, no.
It's like they're taking any opportunity. Yeah. They have a shitty life, and for once, they can beat up on someone else.
As you know.
It's like a bully.
I will be so nice to people.
Yeah.
Beyond nice. Even when they don't deserve it.
You do. Like, that's why I've never seen you act like that. You'll tell me about something. You know what I mean? But I've never seen you actually do something.
I very rarely lose my shit.
Yeah.
But when I do, I go here.
Oh my God.
I go from down here to like there's no in between.
That's interesting.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Once I'm there, all bets are off.
Oh well.
Yeah. So yeah, working in a store is hard. As you know.
Yeah, I had a store, a gift basket store, and you worked with for me there.
Okay.
Oh my God. And it was a hard store to begin with because it was very labor oriented.
Yeah.
This is the problem, okay? Because I created a gift basket thing with the idea that I'd stopped writing. That's a whole other story why I stopped writing. Okay. And it was yeah, I shouldn't get into that. But there was a lot something happened. But so I needed like a creative outlet. And first I started doing it with a friend and it was fun, but like I had another store before that store with a friend, and man, we could not run that to save our lives. We kept buying products, but we hadn't sold any. We used to go to the gift shows. You know, they had like those big shows and jackets, and we would just buy, and like what? And then we couldn't pay the bill, and like what's happening? And one time, oh, this is very funny. There was a dumpster, and so there was like what are those places called that do them? The name of the company that does the dumpsters. It's
oh. You know, you've seen a million times.
Waste collection. There's a name, but the guy walks in like, I'm from wherever. I mean, he was big. Like, I'm like, oh, he's going to kill us because we had never paid, you know. It was like $50 a month, but it had been months. Okay. And we didn't have any money. It might have been more than 50. I don't remember. We owed him at least $500. Okay. We did not have it. And then he this big hulking man, like definitely like stereotype of a mobby kind of a guy. You know, I'm not saying they're in the mob. I don't know, but you know, and all of a sudden he goes, we could use some baskets. Thank God. I was like, he's going to take our legs. But we didn't know what the hell we were doing. So we definitely went out of business. And so what did I do? I opened another one. This time with my ex-husband. Also, we were not as bad in business. And we were also more successful. You know what it was with that other store? We did not have a good location. We were on a curve, like, and people sped by. Like, it wasn't like people would really have to, there was no street traffic, you know, and you really need that so we went inside a shopping center, which was much better because then people are parking there for other reasons and this and that. And
that clothing store was in the same.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Oh, really?
It was at the end. No, you were in the other.
Oh, no, you're talking about the same.
Thing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No.
I got them confused. No, you were in the other one.
Well, there were two guys that opened the store. We saw a lot of stores come and go. We were there for 10 years, but it wasn't easy. I mean, we did great, like, holidays. That's when, you know, because, like, people want a Christmas biscuit, but it was so much work because you can't predict what the people are going to want, right? So we had pre-made baskets, but they always wanted something else.
Oh, yeah.
You know? So it was easy, like, corporate accounts. You could get, as long as it's beautiful and, you know, it has to be nice, of course, but they're pretty much like put $100 baskets together, you know, put $100 baskets and they leave it to you. They don't want to know every single thing that's going in and they trust you. But when the people walk in the store and they're like, and they're also being really, like, they're really chiseling and trying to get it down. I'm like, I'm working here, you know, like I'm working hard on this.
Oh, no, your customers are off.
So mean, a lot of them. Yeah. And Tony always liked the real bitchy ones. That's my ex-husband. Can't say his name.
We're throwing names out.
I just said he liked people.
He is a very friendly guy. He's very friendly, easy to get along with.
Yeah. Tony's a people person.
He is.
Yeah.
Very much a people person.
Yeah. But I couldn't stand the people that he was being. I would never say that to them, but he was nicest to the bitchiest people.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, why are you so nice to this person?
Particular town, because I've worked in several places in that town, those people are much. There are a lot.
Some really nice people, don't get me wrong, but a lot, they're so high maintenance.
They are.
And the less money they wanted to pay for a basket, the more time they wanted to do it. And it was just, but I did have some very lovely customers, don't get me wrong. But there were a couple of these people that they were so demanding. The more demanding they were, Tony was just like suck up to them. Like, why are you doing this?
Oh, I don't know.
But no, but I have friendships still with people with my customers. I don't mean to.
Who's talking? Yeah,
I don't mean to imply they were all like that. But the problem is, the bad stuff always sticks out in your head. Yeah, you know. Oh my God, do you remember the biker? The bikers used to have a biker night there. Yes,
right.
And one of the pagans and the Hell's Angels got into a fight, and the pagan got thrown into my window. Thank God the glass didn't. I'm like, oh my God.
Like,
it didn't seem like a place where that could happen, but it did. Another time, we used to leave the door open, like we were late into the night for the holidays, and a guy wandered in. I thought he was going to kill us.
oh God.
And he was like, he was definitely drunk or stoned or something. It was like, we're like waiting. He was really scary, okay? And we were a bunch of wusses, and I was pregnant. So I went running into the back room and locked myself in and called the police from my fax machine. But Tony didn't know that I was doing that in the back. I guess he didn't remember there was a fax machine. This is before we had cell phones. Nobody had cell phones. And I guess he didn't know. And so he called 911, but he didn't want to say anything. Like, he was just like, someone here needs directions. They're like, and they're not picking up on it at all. They're like, sir, this is 911. It's like, they, I had to get this. Like, and she wasn't picking up on it. But luckily, we'd be dead if this person had a gun. But I called the police from the back. But of course, they showed up like 5 minutes after the person left, never to be seen again. I mean, he actually didn't do anything, but we were freaking,
somebody wanders into your store.
He looked like he was going to rob us, but I think maybe he was thinking about, because there were a lot of people working in there. So, but we had some there were not a lot of scary moments, but like several, like, oh my God, owning a business is just the worst thing. I mean, not only are customers so unpredictable and you don't know, you never know, but also you're so I mean, at least like an employee, you don't have to worry about all the problems. I still have nightmares that I have that place and I can't make the rent. And I still have more. I'm haunted by a lot of things. I get through the day. Well, I'm just so grateful when I wait. Those are actual dreams I have. The other things about Columbo and McLeod or whatever, just in my head, like they're in my head. I regularly have nightmares that I have not paid the rent and I don't know what I'm going to do for my store. And I wake up and it's such a relief to know that I don't have that. That's why I really like doing deliveries, because I know, like, I don't own the business, like there is a really big satisfaction with just bringing it and then it's done and you've got that done, and you can walk away anytime you want, that's good.
I tell you though, I have dreams still. I haven't worked there in probably 8 years, but this one place I still dream about it all the time. That, and I have a high school dream where I have to go back because I never graduated, but I'm now an adult and I have to go back.
We all have varying things about education. Yeah, that's wow. I'd be like, fuck it, I don't need that. I don't need that degree.
For some reason, in the dream, I'm like, okay, I have to go back.
Well, because I mean, faced with that,
I graduated high school like 35 years ago.
I think we all have varying things of that, because I have similar things also. I have a lot of times that, like, there's going to be a final and I've not gone to the class the whole, which is absurd because I was pretty good, mostly. But nightmares are a whole other thing. But I don't know. But I think, do you think you've learned from these jobs?
Yes, I have learned how to deal with difficult people. I mean, because you have to. You have to work it out in some way. I mean, usually, most of these people that are upset usually just want to be heard. They want you to listen to what they're saying,
Yeah.
And sometimes you can't help them, but sometimes you can. Sometimes you can kind of work it out for them. But sometimes you have to tell them, no, unfortunately, I can't do that for you.
Right.
But yeah, they just want somebody to listen to them.
Right, which might explain why they're pouring their heart out. Maybe no one else is listening to them,
Well, that's why I would let people do it, because I kind of...
I mean, you think about it, there's to talk to a straight, it is almost like going to a therapist, because this person is not invested in your life. So, you know what I mean? You can talk to someone a little way more freely that's not involved in your life than otherwise. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, because I would have the same people come over and over again and tell me everything about their life.
Wow. You basically were a therapist without making the money that a therapist makes.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a shame.
But
you would be a really good therapist.
Because people just want you to hear them out. I mean, not all of them.
All of them, yeah.
Just dicks.
Right. Yeah.
Who shouldn't be allowed out in public.
Right.
But most people, are either lonely.
Yeah.
Some of them are just like they need someone to say something to.
That's sad.
Or, see somebody that they know all the time.
Oh
Like
my
libraries,
God.
you get people, the same people. Oh,
Did you hear about, did I talk about this? About the guy that called 911 so someone would sing him happy birthday?
oh, that's so sad.
Oh, and so
Oh my God,
I
that is so
know.
sad.
So the cops went to his house and brought him a cake, or I think they brought him a muffin with a candle,
Oh,
and they sang happy birthday
nice.
to him. So sad.
How lonely is that person?
No, I know. No one should have to be that lonely. It's so sad.
Now, but if you are a lonely person, go to the library. There are so many lonely people there. There really are. And they're
The
usually
Lonely
very
Hearts
happy.
Club.
I'm telling you, they'd sit around in that circle.
That's really funny.
Oh, yeah. Same people all the
Wow.
time.
That's cute.
It was kind of cute.
Yeah.
But when they start telling, when you tell them what their profile, it gets a little weird.
Although I don't, yes, weird, but also might make time go faster at work, doing that kind of thing.
This was also a very small library.
Why did you have to help them with their profile? Though? Don't you
did-
know they're,
No.
See, that's like me. People would ask me, like, I need to make a basket for my husband. What would he like? I'm like, that's your husband.
You would not believe how many people have zero computer skills.
God, really?
So many people. I mean, it's probably better now. I mean, this was quite a few years ago.
Right.
But yeah, they did not know what people would come in all the time and they'd have no idea what they were doing.
Really?
They'd be like, can you help me get my email? Like,
all
really
right. Well,
things.
The first time I tried to use the computer, all I wanted to do was go on the Barry Manilow fan club.
He's playing Radio City.
Oh my God. He just doesn't stop.
Remember we
did. We saw him a few times. But okay, you're not gonna believe. I kept typing it in, and it wasn't going. And I'm like, I literally tried for hours. You know what I did? I never hit enter. I didn't know. So I'm not gonna mock anybody for not knowing. You have to learn this stuff, Yeah.
Well,
and when I first tried to write on the computer, like Word was I still don't really know Word. I just sort of, I do it. I write books on it, but like, there's a lot I don't understand about Word. They make it more and more complicated. But look, I didn't think I could ever. I was like, am I ever going to be able to understand how to do this? But through sheer will, I finally did it. And now look at this podcast. I mean,
and also, hard, just so you know, I don't think people know a lot of the stuff libraries offer, but they do offer, most libraries will offer basic computer courses.
Hello.
Libraries
They do
everything.
Yes, some of them you could do podcasts.
You can do podcasts, you can
not a lot though. There's only two.
No, there's a lot of stuff. You can get museum passes for free.
Yeah.
You can get all sorts of media. You can do ebooks, audiobooks for free, music.
Music, yeah.
Yes. Well, I'm really into libraries.
You really are.
Well, I mean, I've been working in libraries for a very long time. And before that, I was in the library all the time.
That's true.
Yeah.
You're a library guy.
I am definitely a library.
Libraries are amazing. But the only people that think not are Parks and Rec. Like that.
And I have to tell you something about your store, though. I was married at the time you had the store.
Yeah.
Every fucking holiday, I got a basket.
Oh, no, yeah.
Every holiday.
Yeah, I don't think he paid for them.
And I was like, at first I was like, oh, they're lovely. But after a while, you're like, really? I'm done with the baskets.
Yeah. He could have like bought you something. We could have wrapped it in the basket. That would be different. No, he was just I'm sure Tony didn't charge.
Yes, I was married to the sketchiest man in America.
Well, he's up there, yeah.
So he's pretty high on the list.
Yeah. Oh God, that store. And that thing was when we made a lot of money, we had to work. Like we couldn't enjoy any holidays. It was like
no, Christmas was crazy.
It was
for
a
you
nightmare.
guys.
I mean, but good to make money. But also we got ripped off completely. We were no good at keeping. Tony, we're not mathematicians. We're not business people. We shouldn't have had a business. I can't blame Tony. I'm the same way. I'm not good at business. We're very bad at business. So of course we had a business, but we did it for 10 years, and that was good. We rode out the whole, the lease.
Yeah,
we stayed the whole time. That was pretty good.
I have to tell you helped me out during Christmas.
Yeah. But then I started writing again, and I was like, I'm going to fuck this basket. I love writing. I was like a fish that had been hooked and like limp on the thing. But then I got thrown back in the water. I was like, ooh,
And now look at you.
Yeah.
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 You want to plug that new book again? I think you should.
George Washington's Spectacular Spectacles, The Glasses That Saved America. And by the time this episode comes out, it should be released, but you could pre-order it anyway. Yeah, I'm very excited about the Newburgh Conspiracy. It's a funny book about treason. I finally got to write a funny book, and I'm really proud of it. I'm really proud of it.
Yeah, she's a great writer. You should check out her other books.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm a big fan.
I knew you always have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has been. She was one of my earliest supporters before I supported myself. You need people to pick you up, and you've always picked me up,
Well, except for that time with the party boat.
What happened with the party boat? My party boat?
You were telling me and Tony something very serious.
Oh.
The party boat came by.
That's right.
They live on the water, or she lives on the water, so I'm pointing like they fucking know. They live. So we'd sit out on the deck.
Yeah.
And
I was reading you
would come by.
And I was reading like a really, really devastating passage I'd written in a novel. And the two of you just start dancing to the music.
They play catchy music on those party boats.
It was some 80s song. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, I thought you meant the party boat. Remember for Casey's first birthday, for some reason we had party. My extravagant husband.
Yes. A boat pulled up to their house. And we all got in to celebrate a 1-year-old child's birthday.
Yeah, that was a bit much.
Yeah. I mean, it was nice.
Casey never remembered it or anything.
Because it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. The things we do for our kids.
I'm pretty sure that was Tony's idea. Well, we got it on barter. But still, we had to make baskets for that. My God.
We did a lot of stuff on barter.
So much on barter. I got married on barter.
Cafe.
Oh, we went there all the time. Billy's Beach Cafe. Anywhere you could go on barter, we went. And we got married on it, literally. I mean, we still had to give some cash, but we used barter for that. We used it for our honeymoon.
Yeah. And I remember.
It was a lot. It was too much. It was a lot. We're really not. I'm going to repeat this. We're not business people.
I'm not either. I could never run a business.
I don't even know. That's why I still have nightmares, because it's like I never really resolved all that, because it was like such a chaotic time in my life. And I am really grateful that, being a writer in a way, you have to be a business person, but I'm not. That's why I have an accountant. He figures all that stuff out. I can't.
But let me tell you, I know somebody, this person who has a business, and it is night and day. It is all the time. You have to think of things all the time. That would make me insane. Like, I go to my job, I do my job, and then I go home.
No, you have nobody else to fall back on. You have to do it all. And there's things you don't even think about. Okay, there's a commercial with the guy that has the food truck, and he keeps he's making Post-it notes of all the things he needs, like buy cheese, this and there's this big Post-it monster that comes in. And then finally, one thing, I think it's a commercial for insurance or something. It's one thing that's off his plate. Meanwhile, he still has to pay the bill. That's the hard part, right? But it's just like constantly, it was like this big Post-it note monster of things this guy has to do. And it's a truth.
It is. There's always something going on 7 days a week.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
You can't relax. Yeah. There's no time off because you're always worried about it.
Oh, yeah. That would drive me nuts.
Unless, I guess, if you have a big enough business that you can delegate, but we didn't have that. We just a little.
No, this person, too. It's a small business. It's just the one.
And I feel bad. Like, there's this one woman. There's some, restaurants that are like single. There's a lot of, I pick up from a lot of places that are just like, chains or whatever. So, of course, they're efficiently run. They're, the people that are working there don't own it or anything. So, but then I go to some where the people own it and they look so sad. Some of them, like, because they, like
that woman.
This woman, it's so sad. She has this restaurant. It was her dream to own it. Like, she's a really good cook, I guess, but she's just like, I see, first of all, she's handwriting bills. Honey, no, you can pay by Zelle or whatever, nobody just like, you pay automatically. You pay like on the apps or whatever. Who mails in checks?
Some people still do that.
I wrote one check. I had to write a check because somebody doesn't use all that stuff. And I was so annoyed. I had to look for my checks.
I had to order checks because this one particular person didn't accept any other payment. And I was like, now I have I don't see the person anymore. Now I have a million checks. Once in a blue moon, I'll write a check.
Right. It's like, why? We can just send it automatic. It's so much easier. But anyway, this woman's sad. She's so sad. And she has all kinds of problems with this business. Like, but she never considered them because everybody thinks it's a dream to own a business.
It is not.
It's not.
It is absolutely not.
But
I have to say though, the person that I work with on the side, she has her business and she's very happy.
That's good. Yeah, it's excellent.
But she's doing something that she loves.
Right. Well, I was thinking, I always have this idea, like, to run like a cafe bookstore, but also with wine, but it's just, but in my dream, I don't actually run it. Like, I have people there. I'm a writer, so of course I want to share books with people, but in the reality, it would be people looking at the books while they're drinking and not buying any of them, just reading them there,
I worked in a bookstore. People would just sit there.
Yeah.
These people would come in the bookstore, literally lay down on the floor with a book.
What?
Yeah.
In Barnes and Noble?
Yes.
Wow. On the floor. Your management didn't tell them to get up?
No.
Really? Wow.
They would just
I would never
park
even
themselves.
consider doing that.
They would park themselves for hours.
So, like, if there was a little bench or something, I would look at a book to see if I like it.
We only had a few chairs. So they got taken up pretty fast.
Wow.
And I keep pointing. Like, where am I pointing?
That's all right.
Yeah. No, people would make themselves very comfortable.
Oh, my God. I wouldn't even, I've sat on a bench or something in a bookstore to make sure I like something, but I wouldn't go. I did read one book totally in Barnes and Noble's in Manhattan, that big one, 14th Street, I think. Mm-hmm. Someone had told me to read the story of O, and it was, let's read that?
No.
It's like it's like the original, she's basically a sex slave, this woman. And she has to ask permission for everything. And here's a spoiler. At the end, she has permission to die and it's given to her.
Oh, my.
I know. It's a horrible book. No one should read this book. It's really...
I've never even heard of them.
Oh, it's like the first of those like erotic, but it's sadomasochistic, it's really bad. So I started reading it and I read the whole, it was short, I read the whole thing because I wasn't going to pay for this, but I felt like I should be informed about it. The end was horrific. I mean, the whole thing was horrific. I don't even know but they never said how she wound up in this position. You know what I mean?
I will be skipping that.
Oh, don't read it. It's very upsetting. But like, why do they sell that in Barnes and Nobles?
They sell all sorts of things in Barnes and Noble.
Okay, so, here's something. I chose my pen name. I had to do it faster than I thought because the contract wanted me to have my pen name on it. I didn't even realize it. They sent it to me and I said my name a couple of times and I didn't see it said pen name. So then she goes, so there was a mistake or something. I have to redo it. I'm like, oh, good thing because I didn't realize the pen name thing was on it. So, you know that guy, Tom Perrotta?
Yeah.
Very good writer, right?
I've never read him.
Oh, well, he's got those.
But he's very popular.
He wrote The Leftovers, but he wrote...
Oh, I have read him. I read The Leftovers.
But, was a great movie. But he also wrote...
Did you ever watch the show?
No, just the movie.
Shows.
I can't... Is it sad like the movie?
It's not happy.
I'm over it. I can't do anymore. Only can do so much. I'm haunted by the mitten in that. There's another thing I'm haunted by. The mitten.
So go ahead.
Well, he wrote about that, of the woman that sort of got divorced and went like wild. I can't think of her name, but there was a series too on HBO. And like it was the closest thing I could think of to that kind of thing I've written because it's got like fairly graphic sex and everything. So I decided I want my book to sit next to his book. So I chose S.J. Perrault. So like it goes by Perrotta.
Yeah.
So that's my pen name.
Close to your other
name. I didn't want that other name. I was going to use my boyfriend's last name, but it's time to go on my own. So S.J. Perrault, and it'll be by Perrotta. Isn't that nice?
That's good.
Yeah. I was actually on. Do you guys ever use? I'm asking you, can answer. Not open. Yeah, ChatGPT. I was like, give me some pen names for this. And then I'm like, give me some Italian. I'm like, oh, those are too Italian. I'm like, give me some French.
I like it. Now when you ask a question, like it gives you this...
On Google, yeah. Yeah, it is. It's nice. But you got to be careful because some of those answers are wrong.
Oh, really?
Yes. I asked for something about something involving my research, right? And I don't accept it, but I just sort of filed it away. And then when I found it's like you can. I wanted to know if I could read the transcript for something for this time. I don't like to share it because I'm in the midst of it. It said, "Oh, you can't find it," and then I found it. I found the transcript, and it was wrong. The information that it told me that was in the transcript was wrong.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you got to be really careful with that.
Okay.
Like it's a good starting point, but you have to, don't accept that as the like. You thought that's a starting point, but you can delve further to make sure it's true.
Usually I do. I mean, if it's something like my cat's got this stuff on his chin.
Oh,
Well, I called them like cat blackheads or something.
Oh, I've seen that on cats. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was looking for like a home remedy for it.
Right.
So it said to use peroxide.
Okay.
So I had to.
You did it?
Well, I went deeper to make sure because I didn't want to.
Right.
And I did end up using like peroxide and diluted peroxide.
Did it open it up?
No, it seems to have gotten all the stuff off. It helped his little scabby thing heal. Because, that is my baby.
Of course.
It's like I spur
going down the rabbit hole of all the things that could go wrong with the pets. And then everybody wants to sell you a product. It's like, oh my God, I'm going to go into debt just buying these pet products.
Oh, yeah.
I still don't really understand what to do about my dog's teeth.
You can brush his teeth.
I don't think that dog will let me brush his teeth.
Oh.
You think he will?
I don't know.
He's got very healthy gums and his teeth look white. So I don't know. Isn't it okay?
I've had dogs and I never brushed their teeth.
Okay. Well, his teeth, his gums are so healthy pink looking.
I have to tell you, I mean, the only reason that one of my dogs had allergies. Other than that, I never did any of that stuff.
I mean, they're descended from wolves and they never brushed their teeth.
Yeah, I didn't brush their teeth. I didn't do several things that people do now, and they were fine.
Yeah. Look, now I'm looking at the clock.
Oh, yeah.
Now that we're talking about animal, I wanted to tell, there was a story that I'll share. Like, it was one of the stories I wanted to share in the last episode. This is weird. A coyote got confused and wound up in the refrigerator section, inside the refrigerator section of Aldi.
Really?
In the products.
Oh, my God.
How did that happen?
In there?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it gave me more questions than answers. It just said, doors closed. How did a coyote get into Aldi in Chicago?
Oh, that's weird.
Right. And why? First of all, it's cold. Why would it want to be in the refrigerated section? Coyotes don't like cold.
No. And why? Like I said, was it behind a door?
No, it was inside. Okay, everything's all open, right? Like where you get there.
Now I get
yes.
it. Yeah.
But it was like hiding back beyond, like in amongst the products.
It probably got scared and was just trying to hide anywhere.
They get in I guess what you say, it just ran into the supermarket?
But someone must have seen it.
They said it was trying to hide from people, but like how it went up there. And then it was said that they were trying to poke it out with a broom handle, and then the guy just pulled it out by its tail.
Because how else were you going to get it out?
And then it ran again, but I guess somebody caught it. But and then it said it was taken out without incident. Like it looked like it hurt when he got his tail pulled.
Yeah, but there's probably no other way to pull him out.
Why did they bring the coyote? I hope they didn't hurt him. Said they I'm assuming they didn't. They seem to. It implied that it was
most
places. A lot of people don't like coyotes, though. I mean, because it's a big that in LA. There's a huge problem with the coyotes. Really? They kill people's dogs all the time. Huh? Yeah, this one illustrator watched this. Well, he saw them carry off his little dog, and all he had left was the collar. Yeah,
that's so upsetting.
Yes, but you have to understand. I'm not condoning it, but the coyotes are just doing they're looking. Yeah.
I'm not saying.
But the problem is they're overrunning the place. But so I was hoping that you can't really blame them. I don't know what the answer is to any of this stuff. I guess it is don't let your dog outside at all. I don't know, but I mean, honestly, LA is there's so many problems there. Now, but I mean, there's just a lot of things. Living there was tough too, but we all have our problems. But in Chicago, I was just wondering. First of all, I never heard of coyotes in Chicago.
Well, I guess the animals are coming out
from other places. Yeah,
I mean, I guess they're searching for food, or whatever.
Yeah,
and they're getting more, into.
That's sad.
It is sad. It's like the deer around here. I mean, they're,
Okay, but one thing very cute is happening. Bunnies are coming closer to my house.
Oh, yeah.
I saw them in Oceanside.
Yeah. I know all these places where there were nobody.
They've got that
everywhere.
Coming. Soon they'll be here. I know it. They're going to come across that bridge. They're coming.
There's a family that lives in my backyard.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I
was also a deer one day got stuck in the
Oh
backyard.
no!
Like, didn't know how to get out.
Why is there a fence there?
The part of the fence, I guess, was broken.
Oh,
You know, there's woods in the back.
Yeah.
So they must have come from the wood.
Got in, but didn't know how to get out again.
Yeah.
How did they get out again?
Well, the person, my landlord,
Yes,
lured them out with food.
Oh, that's good.
You know.
Oh, good.
So they could.
Oh, was it a little deer? Like a baby?
I don't remember. I know she sent me pictures, but I mean, it was cute. It was a deer.
Oh.
But she also saw a deer get hit on our street.
Oh, no.
But then the deer ran away.
They did run, yeah.
So we went for a walk and kind of looked in the yards to see if this deer was hurt. You know,
wasn't dead?
Didn't find him.
So maybe it survived.
I hope so.
Yeah. Well,
I just saw a dead one by my house. Someone must have hit it.
But that's not good.
Yeah, you know that long road to go to my house?
Yeah.
Through kind of woodsy area. I live in the fucking woods, by the way.
I do. Yeah.
I don't know why. There's no sidewalks. I don't know.
It's a little bit ready.
I mean, I do like it. It's nice. It's quiet, but
it's a really nice place.
Yeah. It's very.
Yeah. And it's got a very nice town there, like a very lively town.
Exactly. Yeah. But, you know, I mean, I've lived in, I mean, I don't know how familiar any of you are with Long Island, but I lived in Nassau County, which is much more urban, I guess. I mean, not really urban, but and now I live in Suffolk County, which is the complete opposite.
Yeah.
You know, so it's kind of weird. Like where I used to live, you could walk to a lot of stuff. You know, here, I mean, I can walk to Walgreens, but that's pretty much 7-Eleven. That's pretty much it.
You don't need to walk anywhere anyway.
No, sometimes you
can walk for exercise, but like you do have a car, like so if you need one, like
my God, no car. I had no.
Oh, by the way, I was looking for that wine. She had gotten this really good wine at a liquor store near where she lives, and they suddenly didn't carry it anymore. So remember, you gave me the picture.
Yeah,
so today, in the middle of all my work, I decided I'm going to Google this wine because it's very important, right? I mean, the nearest place was Maryland.
All right, that wine was good, but it wasn't that good.
Find out if anybody else ship it, but I mean, they were trying to sell me different. It's Old Vine Zinfandel, a certain brand, and I would say it, but I can't think of it. But
I think it's Rubus or
Rubus. That's right, Rubus. Send it to us, please. And then within a lot of times it'll give you different Old Vine Zinfandel, but not that one. Yeah. And I've tried to like that was the one that was the best.
It was really good.
Yeah. But I tried the Boggle one. I didn't like it at all.
I don't know what that is.
It's like Boggle's more of a widely sold brand. Like, you know, like certain wines are like, there's more of it for whatever reason. I don't know. I just don't, it's more like maybe more mass produced. So it kind of tastes like that. You know what I mean? Doesn't have finesse. But so I don't know.
19 Crimes.
Really?
I like the red 19 Crimes wines, especially Snoop Dogg. I like.
Really? Is it good?
I like it.
I haven't. We were going to buy it that day, but then we didn't.
Well, we bought something else that was something right.
Yeah, I have no idea what it was.
I don't know either.
See, 19 Crimes you can remember, especially Snoop Dogg.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. I do like Snoop a lot.
He's very
I like him. He is very entertaining.
That is an entertaining man.
He really is.
I never watched the Olympics.
Like, he's so quick. He just says the funniest things.
Never watched the Olympics. And I didn't watch the Olympics, but I watched him at the Olympics.
He's very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him.
I mean, I think everybody likes him. He's just
he's one of those guys that
everybody likes. Yeah.
Like OJ until
things went
horribly wrong. Let's hope nothing ever like that. I don't think anything like that would ever happen with Snoopy.
Snoopy.
Snoop Dogg.
Yes. But we'll see.
Oh, no.
Listen, you never know with these people.
Well, I know.
I mean,
that's the truth.
Except for that Sean Combs. Like, I don't know how we all didn't see that.
He always had that shadiness.
Yeah.
Yeah. He always had that, like, sort of attitude, you know?
Yeah.
He was never, like, one of the people at all.
No. There was something sketchy about him. Yeah. You know? I mean, I didn't know it was that sketchy. Allegedly.
Right. Yeah, well, you know, we never know. You never really know.
No.
But, he never, like, he just was always, like, someone that looked like he's not nice. He just has that mean, that kind of a sneer on his face.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
He does look like that.
Yeah.
There's certain people that, like I met this lady the other day. I mean, talk about looks being deceiving. She had such a bitch face.
Really?
Those people who just have that bitchy face.
Yeah.
She was so nice.
Really?
Yeah. I was so surprised. See, I totally jumped to conclusions.
There you go.
And I was like, this poor lady, she probably gets that a lot.
Why would she have a bitchy face then?
There's some people that just have like a kind of sour face.
Hmm.
I mean,
maybe she's sad for some reason.
Yeah, but she was just the nicest lady.
Huh.
Yeah. So you never know.
You really don't know.
Yeah.
And on that note, let's do our quotes. Uh-oh. Now I got Beyonce in my head for some reason. I don't know why. Because of the whole thing that happened now with Jay-Z and all. Oh.
By the way, everybody thinks Jay-Z is the best rapper of all time. Do not think so.
I don't think so either.
Definitely don't agree with that.
Not like I know much about any of it, but I agree about that.
I can think of many other rappers that are, I think, better than him. Yeah. Not that he's terrible, but.
No. Yeah, but I know what you mean. It's weird. Well, people love people. People love people, so why should it be? You know who I never liked?
Who?
What? The group. I think the guy killed himself. Some of the songs were good, but certain songs, like, you'll never tell us apart.
Oh, I knew you were going to say that. It's In Excess, yeah. And right, he died of autoerotic asphyxiation.
Oh, so it wasn't suicide?
No.
Oh, I thought it was.
Yeah.
Oh, that song is awful.
Yeah, but they have songs that are really good.
But
it's like good, bad.
I met these people that was their wedding song.
Like Devil Inside is a great song.
I don't like that one.
I love that song.
No, but I like some more lively ones that were good. Devil Inside is okay. You know what the problem with Devil Inside is? They played it so much that then you wanted to throw up. Yeah, it wasn't bad to begin with.
Yeah, and just him. It wasn't In Excess. I love this song. It's from the Lost Boys soundtrack. Him and this guy Jimmy Barnes. I forget the name of the song, but it's so good.
I probably know the song because that was one of my favorite movies. I love that. We've talked about that before. Isn't it weird we've talked about Lost Boys? It's a great movie. Corey's. I don't even remember which Corey is which anymore.
I could always tell you.
Oh my God.
I can tell my Corey's.
It's
I'm telling you. I just love watching that Corey Feldman now because he is such an odd guy.
And I still I know now. I see the one in my head that I know is not the one. I see the innocent looking one.
That's Corey Haim.
He'd be dead. So innocent.
He's not. He just had an innocent face.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, not that he was, he was a bad person.
No, but it's just, I feel like it's sad. I mean, it'd be sad no matter who it was, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
I have some other stories to share. See, I was writing notes about jobs. Ooh, I got something to tell in the future for sure. Everybody wants to know about my adventures in proxy counting. All right. So the quote I have, I really like this a lot. It's only one, don't die, but it's by Auguste Rodin, the artist. And he said, nothing is a waste of time if you use the experience wisely. Isn't that nice? I love that.
Your quotes are always so classy. Mine are so not, except for that Voltaire.
The Voltaire was great.
These are just off of some random website. I have no idea who said them, but I could really relate. This one is, I'm not sure what's harder, dealing with difficult customers or folding fitted sheets.
Oh, that's very true. Yeah. Sheets are like the worst.
Oh my God, those fitted.
Oh my God.
And then this one, retail, where the customer is always right until they leave the store.
That's perfect. So true.
It is.
That's great. Yeah.
Right.
I'm very glad I'm not in retail anymore. Things to be grateful.
I recently tried, and my God.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't deal with this shit for 5 minutes.
No.
This is awful.
It really is.
God bless those people who work those jobs because it is not easy.
No. Working in a restaurant would be even harder, though, if you think about it, because now you got dealing with things that are prepared for people.
My God.
That's got to be a real...
So hard.
No way.
There's so much nonsense that you have to deal with. I worked in a restaurant once, but I was just the hostess. You had to tell everybody, Oh, it's going to be 15 minutes.
Standard thing to say.
When they tell you that, they are so full of shit.
I know. I will, like, when people tell me it's going to be 10 to 15, I'm like, so 15.
Such a lot.
And, yeah, and then like, I'm going to, that's what, when I'm picking up, I'm like, oh no,
Oh yeah, they're
just $6.
And
That's
so
terrible.
I worked at North Shore Animal Eat. This was a very long time ago. Briefly, I worked there, and I forget what kind of mix you were supposed to say. But every dog was you were supposed to say the same thing.
A lab mix, isn't it?
Maybe a lab, it was something like that. And then like, how stupid do you think people are?
They're very stupid because they all buy that. They do.
Clearly, these dogs are not.
I think it's lab mix, maybe sometimes shepherd mix. Lab mix is definitely the most popular thing people say.
I can't imagine how people are falling for this shit.
They do, though.
I mean, but otherwise, North Shore is a great place.
They just don't know what to call it, so they call it that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
but I think when you're getting a mix, you have to know it's obviously not pure breed, so.
I'll tell you what, I mean, this place is so good because they don't kill any animals. There was a beagle there, a blind beagle, that no one would adopt, but they kept him.
Of course they did. Why wouldn't they?
Because there's kill shelters there.
No, North Shore doesn't kill.
No, North Shore is.
I think Beth is their spokesperson.
She is.
And no, I mean, I'm surprised she didn't bring that beagle home.
No, this was a
right. If right now she would.
I was like a teenager.
Yeah, if that happened now, she'd probably take it. Yeah, she's got all the
hard kicks,
everything. Yeah,
the medically.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah, well, that's good.
I love Coco Melon.
Coco Melon is very cute. My daughter hates that show for some reason, but I think that's such a cute name. I've never seen the show.
What show?
There's a show, Coco Melon.
I'm talking about the cat Coco Melon.
Yeah,
Beth's. Beth has a show?
No, I'm assuming she named the cat after that.
I had no idea.
It's like a cartoon for kids.
Never heard of it. I just thought that was his name. I don't know. It's a show. I had no idea. I guess Beth have a show with Coco Melon?
Must be from the show because where would she come up with Coco
Melon? I just accepted the name. I never heard of it.
No, I've never watched it, so I don't know. But like I said, my daughter hates that show for some reason.
I don't blame her. It sounds annoying.
Yeah.
But the cat is so cute.
Very cute.
With the bunnies.
That is a very
Oh my God. Anyway, that's what I do now in my life. I watch like cute little videos with bunnies and kitties and dogs. March of penguins are very cute. Like sometimes people dress penguins in things.
Yes. My Instagram is all
that's the best.
Animals.
That's all we can do is just watch cute things.
I was like, when did I look that up? Because my Instagram is suddenly all this, but I don't remember what it was. But I was like, what the hell is that?
Like an animal?
Oh, the mean tweets, the mean celebrity tweets.
What mean celebrity tweets?
Like, there's this thing, I don't know where it came from, but celebrities will read mean tweets about themselves.
Oh, that sounds fun.
It's hilarious. It's so funny.
All right. By the way, let's have a shout out to Steve Guttenberg. Became a valet on Pacific Coast Highway.
So good.
Cool guy.
Jennifer Garner, too.
Oh, yeah?
Jennifer Garner partnered with some chef to feed.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. A lot of people have been really stepping up and helping.
Nice. That's
you know, I mean, and I'm sure there are people who aren't celebrities that, you know, but I mean,
that's good. It's nice to see people help each other in times of need. Thank God.
Yeah. Because there are a lot of bottom feeders out there that take advantage of people in their time of need.
And they do. I've been through the hurricane. I know.
Yeah.
I know the looting. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
What the hell's wrong with people? How you could loot somebody that just lost something?
Did you hear that there's people that are setting fires?
Yes, I did hear that.
Isn't it awful? Like, what the hell?
I heard that these fires were all started by people like that. That's what I don't know if it's true, but that's what I heard. I mean, it's usually by accident someone drops like something, but I heard that some was set on purpose.
Sure.
I don't know what's wrong with people. It's just disgusting. All right. Well, we started out saying something cute about animals and we turned into arson.
Whatever.
That's us.
Let me make a recommendation because I'm obsessed with this cat. There is this cat on, I guess, all the platforms, but I watch him on Instagram. And his name is Milo the Chunk.
Oh, that sounds so cute.
I love him. He talks in a British accent.
Milo talks?
Yes.
What?
He talks in a British accent, and he tells you all about his life and his kingdom that he rules.
Okay, I'll give it a look, but I don't know if I like a talking cat. I'd rather just look at the cat.
Oh, I find him so interesting.
Well, maybe. I'll give it a shot.
Sometimes he wears a little tie.
Okay.
He has cat sisters.
Like sister wives?
He has a sister Poppy, who has a catnip addiction.
Yeah, that could be a problem.
Anyway.
All right, I'll look for Milo.
I like the chunk.
Chunk.
Chunk. Yes.
I think it's chunk.
CHONK. Chunk.
What does that mean?
Chunky.
Chunky?
Chunky. Chunky. People say chunky.
I think people are getting a little loose. Actually, I do enjoy that. I mean,
he's a chunk. He's a big.
That's all right. I like a play on.
Listen, I've got a big cat. Apparently, both my cats are big. I was not aware of it.
What? No, Kit Kat's not big.
He's big. It's just that Baxter is so big.
No,
it makes Kit Kat look small.
Cat is average.
I mean, he's got a little chunk to him,
but it'd be fine. I love chunk. Chunk.
I do.
I like the name. I like that now.
Chunk.
I do like new words.
Yes.
Shakespeare created so many.
Yep. Chunk. Chunky.
Chunk. 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 All right.
Okay.
Farewell, everybody. Au revoir.
And good day.